Blocked by Robertson. There's another guy going down. Robinson up across the red line into the Duluth zone.
And that's the end of the first half of play. It looks like there's some sort of a scuffle in the corner.
There's a fight going on.
It's Robertson and
O'Dowda.
my goodness, and there's Don Glowa trying to, or number 14 is trying to break that up. It's Johnny Mikowski. And the first half is over. We're going to go down right away to Bill Brent.
Thank you, gentlemen. We've just completed one half of play here in half-hour hockey. And as we promised you earlier, we now have the interview with the League Commissioner, Bob McBain, and we're going to talk about, amongst other things, violence in hockey. But we'll get to that right after these commercial messages.
Social Deviation Merchandising presents, for those whose jobs keep them desk-bound, the new Social Deviation Desk Dancing Instructional Video. Featuring such steps as the backbreaker, the scratch, the flail, and the swim, the convulsive seizure, the heart attack, and the death scene. Yours for only $49.95. Beta and VHS available. Send for it now.
Commissioner McBain, there's been a lot of controversy lately over violence in the league, and they say you're not doing enough to curb it. Your reactions to that, please.
Well, Will, I don't think there's any violence in this league at all. I think it's the finest hockey that you can find north and south of the border. Like, where else can you find teams from all over North America playing a game this clean? No violence whatsoever, and I don't intend to take any action.
But there are teams like that are in the lower end of the standings, like the Duluth Mondales, who in the last few games have resorted to sticking people high and low and all over the place and kicking just to get their way.
Well, I think that's merely accidental brushes during the exercising of the game itself, and to call that violence is just ludicrous, Will.
And have you viewed any tapes of any of these games?
Well, certainly, and I can't see any gratuitous violence whatsoever.
All right, now there are a couple of teams in the league that are in trouble. Among them, Galveston Gushers and Gimli Squids. What is your reaction? Is the league going to bail out these two teams?
Not at all. Galveston's an oil town, and maybe those people should just keep track of their business, and that is making oil, drilling for oil. They never were very good at hockey, and maybe it's best that if they can't afford to play in this league, they just go right down. Now, the Gimli Squids from the Canadian side of the border, no Squids in Gimli at all. They obviously can't get their name right. They can't play hockey. Best that they're not in the league.
With these comments that you're making now, don't you think that you're putting your job in just a little bit of jeopardy?
I have to treat all teams fairly, Will, and if these people can't keep up with our practice of playing good, clean hockey, then they shouldn't be in the league. There'll be other teams coming along that'll look after the game and play it better.
Has there been anyone specifically that has spoken about wanting a franchise in our league?
Not that I'm aware of at this time, but when one drops off, others drop in. There's always going to be someone joining the league, Will.
Well, Commissioner, thank you very much. I know you have to rush off, and it's been a pleasure speaking with you today.
Anytime. It's nice to be here at this game today. Good, clean hockey.
Thank you very much.
Half-Hour Hockey is a GWC-TV Channel 13 mobile sports production.
Back live for the second half. Winnipeg Bulls, Duluth Mondale score a 3-3.
He's 6'9", I'm 6'0". Welcome back. Action. Half-hour hockey-wise.
And it's back to Ron Zarka in the Bulls zone.